What's up everyone? I recently got a 5 Kangaroo victory which I really wanted to share with you. I'm running kind of dry on these 5 of a kind victory challenges, but it's better to get them out quickly, right? So this one I didn't think would anything would happen of this run because as you can see the start isn't that great. I'm getting like 5 different units, which usually isn't what you want to do in the early game. You want like 2 or 3 of the same one just to have and the spider spawn sheep of course, but you want the same unit so that you can get a tier 3 unit on turn 3, which isn't really happening here. But what is happening is me finding 2 very lucky otters which level into a kangaroo. I need this kind of luck for me to be able to pull this run off, obviously. I'll need as many kangaroos as I can find because at level 1 kangaroos don't have that strong of an ability. And you kind of want them at level 2 and maybe even the frontline unit surviving for a hit or 2 so that they can get a sizable buff during battle. Let's see if Ant hits the kangaroo with its buff. It doesn't, obviously. I'm not gonna be salty in the post recording, come on. Getting sworn with meatbone is a strategy I really like to employ in these runs. It gives you a good unit to fight with, and it gives you gold on the side, which is useful for building any sort of run really, and particularly useful if you're building a kangaroo run. Here I find a flamingo with a pill frozen, so you obviously know I'm going to pill it. I kind of need to focus on getting more kangaroos though, because in the later tiers I'm not going to be finding as many. But a double snail here is hard to pass up, so I obviously go for it instead. Even having a swan frozen, so that on turn 7, if I do level it, I can go for a monkey maybe, or a cow. Like any sort of scaling unit would be a huge help. Finally we see another kangaroo and a turtle, which is huge. I'll need a frontline kangaroo eventually, and I decide that this 4-5 is going to be it. That's a long way away, but it's still nice to have some foresight in the future. Honestly, I didn't think this team was strong enough to win these rounds 5 and 6, but apparently I was mistaken. Having kangaroos is just that strong. I think I make a little mistake here. I shouldn't be leveling the melon kangaroo here, because it's going to be on the front line eventually, and therefore it's not going to get any buffs from units attacking ahead of it. Also, I just realized that I leveled up Swan on turn 6 instead of turn 7, but I don't think it's that big of a misplay, since kangaroos don't want to sit at the front line anyway. They'd rather chill at the back and gain stats that way. And having some level ups ready for turn 9 isn't that bad either, because I can hope for cat or dragon, the 2 big scaling units that would elevate my team even further. And thankfully we keep winning, and even more thankfully maybe is the fact that I keep going up against these weird teams like Ox in the front. I don't blame the guy though, because I've misplayed a lot with Ox myself in particular, so it's not an easy unit to play with. And here I hope to find some good units, and here I find 2 chocolates. No, I mean 2 kangaroos, 1 chocolate, and this cat very luckily. And this is where I knew that this run had some potential, because I need this sort of luck to be able to pull these runs off. And another team which I think I win against, let's see. Yeah, the fact that Kangaroo gets to... oh no, we draw actually. But the fact that Kangaroo gets to scale for that many hits is kind of crazy. Here I level Kangaroo. Maybe I should have focused on cat, but having Kangaroo isn't bad either because it's going to stay obviously. And instead of picking up a Kangaroo, I go for Tiger here because I'm kind of afraid that this run isn't going to go that way, it's going to fall off, so I need the Tiger for some additional help. But I didn't think I needed it. Or maybe I did, I'm not sure, I'm too lazy to calculate this round. So I think I finally transitioned to my third Kangaroo, so that it's more likely for me to get the buffs on the Kangaroos. But obviously it always hits one of the units you don't want it to hit, like one of the buffs hits Swan, the other hit Cat. It happens, it's no use being mad about it. We are hoping to match up against more of these teams, by the way. Summon teams are hard countered by Kangaroos, as you can see. I'm gaining mad stats just by doing nothing, just by pummeling their team. And hopefully we match against more of those. For now though, the Cat is getting to level 2, so that all food effects are tripled instead of doubled. And meaning that I'm going to want to find more food items. And I find a cow here, which is very lucky. I'm going to be transitioning into my fourth Kangaroo soon, so Swan will have to go. And what better time to do it than when a cow is available for some buffs. I say some buffs, but now that I think about it, it's going to be a 3-6 and another 3-6, so 6-12 buff is substantial. I even stuttered on my words because of that, of how this huge buff is. And I think I find a melon here, but I'm not very satisfied with that. I'd rather have steak because all the Kangaroos that are left are going to be small, so I'd rather have them do something. And here is a steak and a pizza too. Let's see how this fight turns out. If I remember correctly, I think it's a win, but we shall see. Yeah, I get a little cheesed by Scorpion here, but I don't think it matters enough for me to lose. Yeah, the lone count survivor. Easy win. And yeah, I think this is going to be the last round of the game. I go for some final buffs before transitioning to full Kangaroos. I take a second here to calculate if this is if I have the right amount of money to buy everything I want. Thankfully the pizza hits 2 Kangaroos. I think that was... Nah, I'm not going to lie to you, that wasn't really relevant. But it could have been. And here I go for the steak, selling the cat for the final Kangaroo and hoping for a win. If I manage to do it, okay. So thank you for watching, enjoy as we destroy this team. Like, sub, do all the generic stuff, and I'll see you with the next 5 of a kind video I make. Goodbye.